What's up, my peoples, and it's Leo here with my brand new Revenge of the Fallen custom leader class Jetfire from the YouTube user, which is no longer existing channel, Greatwhite217. It's such a good figure. The paint deco is amazing. Overall, it's just a really good looking toy. I think even the sculpt is good. Reaching, it's kind of hard to reach, quite far back. The head sculpt looks great. The chest detailings are just phenomenal. The arms are really nice too, despite the giant chunks of cockpit on them. Got the other one, which I have his missile firing cannon attached. Just put the missile back in. So a machine gun-esque design. The legs are really nice. Got tons of nice paint on this. God, it's really heavy as well. There's a lot of features, as with most of the Revenge of the Fallen toys. Anyways, got Jetfire right there. It's not the most streamlined figure, but hey, what are you gonna do? For a figure of this day, I think they did a great job. Now, I want to say that I will not be showcasing the transformation nor the vehicle mode unless I get more confident with doing it in between clips. As this figure, I've only done it once and it was a pain to transform. Lining up the panels and getting stuff clipped in was a pain. The feet wouldn't stay in, I had to really force it in. Overall, it's quite hard to transform, but I still really do recommend this toy. I use enamel paint. Sorry, I've just got to end the clip. Sorry guys, my mum just wanted to ask me about watching a movie. I said no, because I have to review this figure. Anyways, wondering what paint I'm using enamel paint. Well, not me. Greatwhite217. I will go ask the channel name right now. But first, I just want to say that these are the light-up features. Back here, there's a small bottom right there. Push it, get jet noises, but it sounds like a T-Rex. The mine and Jetfire gimmick doesn't work so well, as you can see. However, if I just disassemble the torso, like that, pull down this trigger, this is what it sounds like.
Jetfire's my name. Jetfire's my name.
As you can see, it lights up the heads.
Jetfire's my name. Jetfire's my name.
He's Scottish, which I think is pretty cool. Didn't mean to push that, so I'll just end the clip while I put his voice back together. Turning to in detail, looks at the accessories. You can see this is its walking stick, which is the landing gear. You can see it's been really nicely painted with weathering effects. Whether if you get the original version, this will just be blue. There's even the extra mile of detail with there being a slight weathering on the wheels. Don't know how you can see that. Too small for my camera to pick up, but they did put weathering on the wheels on my copy, as mine is custom, as I mentioned earlier. Got some nice gold details there. Got the tab vehicle mode. Overall, this is a really nice cane. However, it doesn't seem to hold into his hand too well. I could be doing something wrong. I've had this figure for less than a day. It just came in the mail today. In case if you can't access the description, this video was uploaded on Tuesday, 4th of August 2020. That's the day when this figure came, early in the morning. Just after my little brother's scooter bell arrived. And now let's take a look at his next accessory, his machine gun. Now this looks so cool. I love the weathering effect. It would be blue or black on the original version, I'm not sure. The only good video I could find of it was by Optimus, but back in 2009 his videos were great, but the quality wasn't the best. Oh yeah. So this is how well the missile fires. As you can see, just It really does fire. Well, that actually hurt. Yeah. Now I will take a more in-depth look at the details and paint. Taking a look at his head, it just looks so good. I love all the detail I put into it, and he can talk. Yeah, rubber haters, there is quite a bit of rubber in this. These pieces are rubber, his beard is rubber, these are rubber. Ignore the cat, but she's cute. The tip of the cockpit is rubber. And yeah, there's quite a bit of rubber on this figure. Doesn't bother me at all because it looks so cool. Eyes done in red. Turn down to the arms. They are quite streamlined until you get to the forearms where he's got these giant chunks on them. Still really nice. Got details on the hair. It's quite hard to hold. It's really heavy. And they are articulated so you can hold the cane in either hand. Turn down to the chest. Got some really nice detailing here. Waist looks really nice too. Turn down to the legs. Got some nice red there. And got some gold and red. There's some yellow wires on the other side of the shin. And turning down to the ankles and feet. The ankles look quite nice and the feet look really nice too. And if we got the back, he's a very kibbly figure. It's not streamlined at all, but it looks so good. So I'll go get my Studio Series Jetfire so I can compare this. See you then. For a size comparison, here is my custom Jetfire next to my Studio Series Jetfire. As you can see, there are no similarities between these whatsoever. If I had to pick one with accuracy, I'd have to go to the Studio Series one. I mean, you can see how really accurate this one is. However, I really like this Jetfire, the custom one, because paint deco is spot on. I really like the sculpting, and the light up features for me are just so cool. So if I had to pick a preference, I think I'd go with my custom, but I really like them both. But I think I really like my custom. So yeah, it's a really good toy. Really good. Buy this and use enamel paints to make it look as good as mine. Yeah, I am really impressed with this Jetfire. Now turning to articulation, for such a kibbly figure, he's really well articulated. The head doesn't really move, does it left to right due to the My Name is Jetfire gimmick up and down, but it doesn't hold. Side to side, but it doesn't hold. However, the arms can move up that far, whereas back only that far due to these giant pieces right here. Can move up on a ratcheted joint. Yeah, bicep rotation and the really tight elbow. Very tight. And his wrist can rotate and open and close. He has no waist articulation due to the way he transforms. The hips are on tight ratch, so they can kick really far forward to about that degree. But only back that far due to this giant panel on his back, right here. So it's a bit hindered. Can do a split. There is rotation at the thigh, and when you do it, that gear inside the thigh turns, which I'm a big fan of. You do get a knee joint, which I think is really cool. And the feet can pivot up and down ever so slightly, but if you have the shin formed correctly, it barely moves. And you can pivot the thighs, and there was no ankle tilt edge, so whilst it's slightly hindered, I think it's a pretty poseable figure. So that was my quick review of the Revenge of the Fallen custom Leader Class Jetfire. I highly recommend you buy one of these. They are rather expensive, but I still think you should try and get one. Lots of them come without the missile. I got lucky with mine. Managed to purchase one that looked good, but with a missile. So I just had to get his accessories so the cats didn't steal them. So this figure out of 10, I'd give a 10. Because it is so cool looking. I really wish he looked like a cat in the movie. Looks just like a piece of concept art, which is really good. And I only have one nitpick, and it is that it is not as accurate as a CGI model, but I'm not really a big accuracy guy, so I don't really mind that. However, if you are accuracy mad, like I know some people are, then I recommend this. But I would still, no matter what, recommend the leader class from the original regular film toy line. So I'll see you guys in a possible part 2 or another video. Well, the part 2 I would be showing the transformation and combo. I've tried both modes. I didn't manage to do the combo, but I did manage to do the jet mobile as a pain. So was the combo attempt. So anyways, that was my review of the costume invented from the class Jetfire. This is Leo saying, see you next time. If you enjoyed watching Trombo's Prime, like and subscribe for more epic content. See you next time. Goodbye.